Well, I am 1 week back on strict carnivore, and today I wanted to check in with you, let you know how it's going, how I'm doing physically, mentally, and emotionally, because last time we talked, I had kind of gone off the rails and had been very inconsistent with the carnivore diet for about 2 weeks, and I was feeling like crap. So I want to check back in and let you know how all of that is going. I also wanted to talk a little bit about Halloween, what our plans are for dealing with all of the Halloween temptations. And also, I had a viewer ask about how I manage my children's expectations around holidays. So for Halloween specifically, I'm going to talk a little bit about what we're doing with Max and Harry. So first off, carnivore diet check-in. This is day 8 that I've been back on strict carnivore. I started again on Wednesday, October 18th. Today, as I'm recording this, it's the 25th. So I'm feeling a lot better, a lot better. Physically, I don't have any more of the knee pain. I have been able to sleep. I feel, today and yesterday, I felt really good. Not any fatigue. And I have, you know, normal amounts of sleep. The boys still wake up a couple of times a night, so that kind of sucks. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better physically. No aches, no pains. You know, just the normal, you know, gonna be 40 stuff. But much better than I was when I had been eating gluten and Cinnamon Toast Crunch and stale Oreos and expired ravioli. Not my finest hour. But yeah, feeling a lot better. So my version of carnivore is all meat, seafood, eggs, and butter. I do not do cheese or any kind of dairy, really. And the first day back on, I did full strict carnivore, I think, what was it, Thursday night or Friday night? Saturday night? I think it was oh yeah, it was Saturday night. We left the boys with their grandparents, with Goran's parents, and we went out to dinner to this really delicious crab and steak place that we love to go to. It's a little bit off the beaten path for us, but it's delightful. And we had steak and crab and oysters, so that was really nice. Had some seafood there. We haven't been there in a long time, so we were like, you know what? We deserve it. Let's go. And then Sunday, I got like 9 hours of sleep because the boys were at their grandparents'. That was glorious. I got up. I, you know, didn't have to wake up at the ass crack of dawn. I did some self-care stuff. I had to do a little bit of cleaning. I found a couple of shelves that looked like they had never been dusted because they hadn't. I'd never dusted them. It's disgusting. They've only been up for a few months, but yeah, I felt slightly bad. And then I was like, you know what? Just gonna clean them. Cleaned them, and then I went on a walk. I went to the sauna. I got some Starbucks. What else did I do? Did a couple of other things, and then went and picked the boys up. So all in all, it's been a very good, chill week. Emotionally, feeling a lot better. I did feel a little bit of disappointment, a little bit of guilt that I, you know, had screwed up so bad. But now I'm fine, you know. Just gotta get back on the horse. You know, I've been through a lot of therapy in my life, and I have a toolbox that I can use to deal with negative emotions and things like that. And I learned a long time ago that it's just not worth it to beat myself up about food. You know, I love to eat. Part of the reason why I started the carnivore diet was because I had tried so many other things to lose weight and they weren't working. I was eating what I thought was a healthy diet. I was eating meat, vegetables, fruit, a tiny bit of grain. The only ultra-processed food I was eating was Carb Smart ice cream, so it wasn't even like real sugar. And I thought I was doing good, you know? But oh my God, I was just looking at videos from Christmas last year, and I was in the 190s at that point. And I have some meals that I was cooking, you know, I show some recipes in those videos, and it was nothing considered unhealthy, you know. I was doing what all of the diets always tell you to do, you know, low fat, watch your calories, you know, fruits and veggies, lean meats, and the weight was coming off so slow. And God, I was so resistant to the carnivore diet. I was so freaking resistant. I was a complete skeptic coming into this. I don't know if you know my story, but my husband had tried to get me to do the carnivore diet for months and months and months and months. And I was just like, no, screw that. I'm not doing that. That's crazy. Just eating meat. Where are you going to get all your vitamins and minerals and all that stuff? You got to have fruits and vegetables. That's just stupid. It's not well-rounded. It's extreme. You know, every excuse under the sun I came up with until I was so desperate. I had stayed in the mid 190s from October 2022 until the end of December 2022. I was so freaking frustrated, and I had tried everything under the sun. And I was like, screw it, you know what, I'll just give Carnivore a try. And now we're in month 10. Actually, the end of October is the end of month 10, going into month 11. Wow, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And, you know, 33, 34 pounds later. Pretty amazing. But yeah, emotionally feeling good. I kind of went off on a tangent, sorry. Mentally, I feel great. That is like a big, big, big thing for me is mental health. I have suffered from anxiety and depression stuff in the past, and it's kind of always a battle. You know, I really am trying to, and have for the past few years, been able to keep a really good optimal level of mental health. But when I eat a bunch of crap food like I did the first 2 weeks in October, yeah, it's not good. So I am happy to report that I am feeling really, really good. I have been so freaking productive. I've been cleaning and doing all of my video editing. I have a backlog of videos that I need to edit. So I've been getting through those. So there's going to kind of be a big push there, video-wise. Creatively, feeling really, really good. I feel like my juices are flowing again, and I'm really able to focus on some cool ideas for this channel. So very happy. And I think it's amazing how much just 8 days of strict carnivore, how much that can do for my entire, you know, overall well-being, for my entire, you know, physical, mental, emotional, and creative life. It's pretty remarkable. And I think I bounced back though a lot because I was so strict beforehand, and I've already been on it now for, you know, 10 months. So taking a few days off in a 2-week period isn't going to be the end of the world for me, you know. But yeah, that is my check-in. So I hope a lot of you in the comments had sent me a lot of encouragement. You're going through, you know, similar things. It's a hard time. It's a really hard time right now with the holidays. And I am here for you. I love hearing from you. Let's get through this together. We can just get back on the horse and keep it going. Yeah. Okay, so check-in complete. Let's talk about Halloween. Halloween is on Tuesday this year, and Halloween is a time that literally revolves around candy. And so many of us have kids. I personally, my boys are turning 2 very soon, and we have never done trick-or-treating with them. So this is the first year. We just went and got costumes. We got little tiny pails, and we're gonna see how it goes. They don't really understand the concept of candy yet. They have not, I don't think, ever eaten candy. I think they got candy at Easter, but they just played with it like the wrappers. They don't know to eat it, you know? And we don't keep it in the house because obviously I have no frickin' self-control. So I think it's going to be easy for me to deal with the temptations and expectations of Halloween because my children have no expectations. They're so little. But I did see a TikTok or a reel or something somewhere on social media of something that I'm going to do with the boys when they are a bit older. So it's called the Switch Witch. And basically you go trick-or-treating, you do your normal thing. You get back home and you let your children pick out like 3 to 5 pieces of candy that they get to keep and they get to eat whenever they want, or whenever. You know, they get to eat those. Then you take the rest of the candy, put it back in their Halloween pail or whatever they're trick-or-treating with, and you put it out on the front porch, and then overnight, the Switch Witch comes and puts a toy, takes all the candy and puts a toy in its place. So you're still getting kind of like that whimsy and the fun, like, ooh, let's go trick-or-treating. They don't, you know, miss out on any of that because that's so much fun. Come on, we all loved that. But then they don't have all the sugar afterwards. You know, have a few pieces. I don't want to be super militant with my children, you know, like, oh, you're never having candy. Like, they're going to have some candy. A couple of pieces is fine, but I don't want them to have a huge, huge bag of it. And then on the TikTok, the toy was like, it was a little girl. I think she was like 4. And the toy was an Elsa Barbie doll. It probably cost $10. So it doesn't have to be anything extravagant, you know, just something that's going to fit in the pail. For my boys, I would, at this age at least, I would probably do like some books. They're obsessed with books. Maybe, I don't know, some kind of like car or truck or something. I don't know. They're so little, I'm not gonna do that this year because they don't even understand Halloween. But in the future, I think that's an excellent idea. And then of course, all that candy that the Switch Witch, you know, switches out, that would go immediately into the outdoor garbage can because can't go in the indoor one. I've been known to dig things out of the garbage. Sad but true. So I try to keep that out in a bag, in the garbage, exterior garbage, out of my sight. As far as candy for the trick-or-treaters, I don't know if you've seen my exterior Halloween decor for this year, but I'm slightly obsessed with Halloween. So I like to match the craziness of my front yard with really nice sized bags of candy. So I go get little goodie bags and I stuff each goodie bag with 5 or 6 pieces of candy, and then there's a little twist tie. And I have 2 skeletons that are carrying a coffin. It's for like drinks or whatever. I use it for these bags of candy. I put a sign out, everybody take one, and the candy is all gone by the end of the night. Typically, we're not home on Halloween. Last year, I was really sick on Halloween. And the year before that, I think we went into the year before that, I was pregnant. I had a going into labor scare. I had some Braxton Hicks contractions, and I ended up going to the hospital thinking I was gonna need like an emergency C-section or something, but it turned out to be okay. Slightly disappointed because that'd be really cool to have Halloween babies, but they ended up coming later. So that's what we are planning on doing for Halloween. As the boys get older, we'll see if these techniques work, because I have no idea. We'll see what happens. All right, as far as what's coming up for the channel, lots and lots and lots of things. Yesterday, I filmed my strict versus dirty carnivore blood work video where I'm comparing my 1 month of strict carnivore from August, where I was doing BBB and E, to my 1 month of dirty carnivore in the month of September, where I had a ton of artificial sweeteners, where I ate vegetables a few times, and I had a couple of high carb cheat meals. So that blood work is really interesting. I really can't wait to release that video. I'm thinking that one is gonna be coming out next Sunday, but it's whenever I'm done editing it. I have to add in graphics and stuff. The next video is my 9-month carnivore diet update. In that video, I have the results of my CAC scan and my Lifeline screening, which it has like 4 different tests for artery scans, AFib, lots of fun things there. And then some viewer requested blood work. So we're gonna look at some kidney function numbers and liver function numbers and some vitamins and minerals, including vitamin C, because I get questions literally, what do you want? I don't want to take a moment. I get questions all the time about your vitamin C levels, you're gonna get scurvy, like blah. So I wanted to get my vitamin C tested. And that is like a $50-something test, and it just tests vitamin C. When I go through ownyourlabs.com to get all of my blood work since I'm doing blood all the time. So I don't do that one often, but I wanted to do it this time around just to see, you know, are my vitamin C levels okay? So we'll check that out. That's the 9-month carnivore diet update. And then the final video that I'm putting together as we speak is staying carnivore over the holidays, dealing with all of the temptations, the get-togethers, work stuff, family and friends, you know, depression, anxiety, and things. You know, holidays aren't, you know, pleasant for everybody. A lot of people have a lot of mixed feelings and bad feelings around the holidays, and that's totally okay. But I want to talk about all those things and kind of go through what I'm planning on doing for the holidays this year. This is the first full holiday season that I'm going to be carnivore. I started carnivore at the end of December, so the only holiday that I did was New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and then we had our Serbian Orthodox Christmas in January. So this is the first full holiday season, and I think a lot of us, I think a lot of you, and myself included, are thinking about that because it's coming up. It's already upon us. I can't believe it's already Halloween. So I want to thank all of you for all of your support from the last video. I really appreciate it. It really helped me to get through a bit of a difficult time. And again, if you're having a hard time, just know that you can always get back on the wagon. You know, a cheat meal doesn't have to turn into a cheat week or a cheat month. And you know what? Sometimes though, it's okay to have a cheat meal. I have a planned cheat meal once a month, and I fully intend on keeping that because I really enjoy eating different kinds of foods. But I don't want that cheat meal to turn into like what it did in the first 2 weeks of October, where, you know, I ate so much crap that I wouldn't normally eat. So thank you again. And I am now going to finish my adulting for the day. It is 5:45 p.m. Sage is here with the boys. I need to go, oh my God, I think I have to go to like 5 stores, just, you know, grocery shopping and things like that. And then I need to hit the sauna because I've only hit it once this week and my goal is to go 4 times. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna sign off and I'm gonna put a couple of videos on the screen that I think you might enjoy. And again, thank you so much and I will see you next time.